underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it again with Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen under pressure, and they got to him again. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Second and 8 coming up. Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Allen. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Bills 3. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Here's Hines. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Slot man moves right. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On play action, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On second down, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 27 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, they'll run it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this returnable for Hines. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To the air, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Allen to throw it. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, that fourth down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On play action, Allen steps away. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. George Karlaftis drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down and goal. Allen. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. And again, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 5 at the Bills' 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And one of the whistles for it, timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to.